You clicked on this video because you have less than 40 Ps. Well, you're in great luck because today I'm gonna show all the tips and resources you need to get more than 40 Ps and beyond. Guys, I have a challenge for you. Every time you like this video, I'm gonna spend one ticket in the Da Vinci Shrine. I'm gonna donate it and then I'm gonna lose all the tickets. It depends how many times you guys like. If I get 1000 likes, I'm gonna spend 1000 tickets and beyond. It depends. So guys, I hope you enjoy and join this challenge. And let's get right into the video's point. For the first tip, do your quests multiple at a time, which basically means, as you can see, I have red pollen to get and also a mushroom field to farm pollen, which means I'm doing two quests at the same time. Isn't that amazing? Yes, that means I'm gonna finish my quest sooner and more efficient. And also, if you have, let's say, 3 quests at the time, like as you can see, I have white pollen to collect, mushroom and red pollen, which means I'm also collecting 3 quests at a time, which is even more perfect, or even more quests, like 4 or 5, but this is really hard to get. But yeah, this is the first tip. And the next tip that I can give you guys is just to farm your hourly drops. Why? Because the mushrooms are one of the most overpowered items in this game. Yes, you heard that right, the mushrooms. And let me tell you what mushrooms can give you. Basically, they can give you a bunch of rewards, just like free eggs, like maybe even a diamond egg, but most importantly, they can give you resources like glue. Even the most expensive turpentine is the turpentine. Is the most expensive ingredient ever, and yeah, as you can see on the screen, it costs 100 star jellies and a bunch of other expensive stuff that I don't have. And yeah, this is the power of mushrooms, because it can give you a bunch of waxes and a bunch of materials. But in order to spawn the mushrooms, it's really recommended that you own, at least before you have 40 bees, you own the plastic planter, and also I believe it's a gummy planter or a candy planter. It's right over there. These are the 2 things that I own, and as you can see, after you're farming it, now the mushrooms have a chance to spawn, but right now they didn't. But yeah, you can actually buy them right over here, where is the shop for your planters, and they are super insane. Why? Because I'm going to show you right now. And as you can see, let's get right into the, and now go over here. And here I believe there is a chance that they can spawn mushrooms, right? Grow 1 million pollen. Okay, not actually right over here. What about here? I think I usually get them from planters, by the way. I don't know how, but after I destroy one planter, there is a high chance of getting the mushrooms. And the mushrooms, you have to farm them. They are super OP. Let me check. Okay, this one isn't ready yet, but it's going to be soon. The next really useful stuff are the meteors, but you have to have a friend to have 3 meteor different types of bees in order to summon them. They are super useful for your resources. Also, this is another tip: find a friend who has 3 mythical bees. And also the stump snail, it's a great way how to get tickets and bunch of rewards like glue. The glue is the key thing, because then you can buy gummy boots, and after you buy gummy boots, you can actually get a bunch of you can get much more pollen after, and also the gummy mask. And if you are interested into the gummy pickaxe, also that one. And yeah, that's why you should grind to destroy this stump snail. You basically, what you can do, you basically you can download yourself an auto clicker and just stand in this field for whole night, and after that your stump snail should be defeated. And you need to have at least a Victus B, because it's much more easier to destroy it with Victus B, because it, as you can see, it gives you 10,000 damage. This is super insane, and I know. And also, yeah, this is how you can get much more glues and tickets. And also it can drop you eggs. Yeah, the silver star egg is really useful if you donate it to the Da Vinci Shrine. It's really overpowered. And also you can get a I mean, it's guaranteed that you get a gifted bee, which is even more insane. Yeah, that's why you should defeat your stump snail every time it spawns, because it's a really spawn. It spawns like in 3 days. Yes. The next thing that I would recommend to you guys is to do your hourly mob kills, or let's say mob defeats. The mobs are basically the enemies in this game, like the werewolf or king beetle. But the most important thing, which one you should kill first, is actually, of course, the king beetle and the tunnel bear. But if you want to have even more efficiency, I suggest you go on those two mobs, which is the werewolf. The werewolf can drop you a diamond egg. Everybody knows that. It's super overpowered, and also the spider is super overpowered, which is right through here. Those two are really worthwhile, and also the mantises. The mantis can also drop you a bunch of rewards like free eggs, literally 5 silver eggs or a diamond egg, I believe, or I think it's a gold one. I know it's actually a diamond. Yeah, I checked it out, which is super insane. That's why make sure you do those 3 steps every day or every hour. It's even better every hour. And of course, when the night comes, it's really important that you search for the Victus bee, because you know it's a little bit logical, because you're gonna get 3 stingers, and after that you can buy yourself a Victus bee. That's really important. The Victus bee is one of the most important things. Why? Because you can literally defeat the stump snail easier. The Mondo chicken is even more useful. The commando chicken and the Mondo chicken. Yeah, the commando chicken, you can get a bunch of rewards like honey. And I also recommend that you kill mobs with your baby love on. I mean, if you get the baby love token, you have to get it, because you're gonna get 50% luck boost and loot luck boost. Yeah, that's super insane. Why? Because you can get a higher chance to drop more tickets, like 5 to 10. That will be insane, right? Instead of 3, because you just picked up a coin called the baby love. You can get it from the baby bee and also from the event bee, which is called, yeah, the puppy bee. That's right. And which is super insane. I recommend doing it right now. Now it's time for your resources. You're probably wondering what to do if you're in mid game or in an early game. You should never spend those resources. Let me show you which ones. Stingers, then red extracts, blue extracts, glitter, glue, oil, enzymes, tropical drinks, purple potion, and super smoothie, and so on, if you have one. And also which ones you can spend. You can spend micro converters, wheel geeks, oh my god, I'm not sure if I spelled that correctly, but anyways, jelly beans. And let me check if there's anything else. Not actually. Everything you should save but under one exclamation, which is basically if you're doing one quest, let's say a black bear quest, you can spend let's say enzymes, glue, glitter, only if you're doing on a big quest. But if you're doing on a small quest, it's not worth it. So only if you're doing a big quest like black bear and maybe some of the other ones, but the black bear is the main one for me, because you can get a mythic egg at the end, and in mid game it's really important because you can also get a lot of honey from black bear. And let me tell you also what you can use. You can use your tickets for instant convert, because it's super useful if you're, let's say, grinding on sunflower field and you have a full backpack and you need a quick recharge. You go right through here and you just continue on, which saves a lot of time. It's truly useful because, as you can see, let me demonstrate. It can instant convert, and as you can see, only in 15 minutes later you can still use it again. So it's not like you can spend infinity tickets on, and I believe it's super useful, especially if you're in mid game. Maybe not in the early game, because you need tickets for some other stuff like small stuff if you're planning to buy something. And also make sure that you get to the event piece as soon as possible, because they are super insane. Did you know that using this thing called the Summon a Special Sprout is the best thing that you ever can do in Beast Farm Simulator, except for Meteors? Why? Because you can literally get a free legendary sprout. I got it like 2 days ago, and that was amazing. And you can get like epic and usually rare. It's really common. But still, getting an epic is super insane, because you can get little bit of extracts out of it, and legendary, you can get a diamond egg, but I still haven't got one because I like summoned 1 or 2 legendaries only. And yeah, this is super useful. Every time the sprout appears, you should definitely get to take it down, because you want to get free stuff. That's right, free resources. And let me tell you also, if you're a beginner of the black bear quest, you're gonna get firstly a gold, or I think a silver egg, then you're gonna get a golden egg, then you're gonna get a star or jelly, or maybe a diamond egg, I'm not sure. I think it gives a star jelly next. And also at the end of the things that you're supposed to do, you're gonna get one and only mythical egg. And mythical eggs, is the thing that I have been writing for so long, but I only need to complete like 4 quests left, and after that I'm gonna get the diamond egg. I'm so waiting for this, and it's super hard. Guys, did you know that in this game there are actually some things called the codes? Yes, you can redeem codes in this game called the promo codes, and yes, I will recommend that you don't redeem all of them, but some of them, because they are really useful at the end game, or let's say mid game also, but I recommend using them at least when you reach 35 B gate. And okay, let me show you some codes. As you can see, don't use 2 billion or any other, but let me tell you which you can use. You can use Warmer Toys because it gives a marshmallow bee and pineapple boost patch, and it's not that OP, but it's still great. And all of these ones, as you can see, you can use all of these ones. Plush Friday, no. Struggles you can use, but okay, struggles you need to use actually. And yeah, use all the boosts that don't give you that much stuff. It's kind of silly to say that, but it's true. Don't use them in the beginning of the game, use them at the end. But you can use those small codes for the beginning of the game, it's not a problem. But if you are not going to use them in the end game, it's gonna be quite a sad one. So yeah, I recommend doing that, because I'm also a codes YouTuber, right? And you can find more codes there. I might link it down below if you wanna get even more codes than I show you right now. And let me tell you also something special. The next big thing that I recommend every player is doing this. Go over here where is some kind of a star, and here you can claim 1 royal jelly per gifted, and I have right now 13 in my hive, and you can literally get 3 royal jellies. It's super useful, but I have some other tips that are even more useful. Go right over here where you can see a gummy bee, and if you have a gummy bee, you can basically do this. And as you can see now, gummy bee wants gumdrops, and you put the gumdrops down, and now you're here. You can use the glue dispenser, which is a super duper tool that gives you 3 free glues. Yes, 3 glues for free and unlimited drops, duration 3 minutes. And that's why you should always just leave. No, oh my god, I'm supposed to reset my character. Never mind. Well, that was a little bit waste of my unlimited gumdrops, because I have only few seconds left. So let me show you what basically you can just put auto on, and you can literally farm the full field with unlimited gumdrops for 2 minutes. But right now they're gonna be gone. And yeah, that's a little bit. Don't you ever leave, just reset your character. I did a bad thing, never mind. And another super duper thing, make sure that you save tickets for your event piece, and also some things like this thing. Where are the dices, man? Overloaded dices. Never use those ones, because they might be coming handy in the end game. You're gonna see when you need something, you need a loaded dice. Wow. And now let me show you the order in buying all of those free pets right over here, or let's say ticket shop. That's right. Okay, so which is the best bee? I suppose you're supposed to go with Tabby bee or photon bee. Those are the two which you can choose. Tabby bee comes in the long term. It's really good in the long term. After you got 1000 Tabby bee love, I have right now 222, which is okay, but it might be even better to start with photon bee. Photon bee is my favorite bee ever, because it literally makes your sky fire beam from the sky. Okay, that was a little bit messed up, but yeah, the next bee that you're supposed to buy, it's actually this one. Oh my god, it's this one and this one. They are the, let's say, a brother and a sister, and they work together super duper and making you a bunch of honey for free, and they only cost 250 tickets, which is even cheaper. And then the next thing that you're supposed to buy, it's actually not the puppy bee, but the one and only festive bee. It's a little bit better than the puppy bee, because it gives you free gifts to everyone, and also you can get a bunch of boosts and free items like treats and a bunch of consumables, and that are really useful for upgrading your bees. And the puppy bee, it might be also useful, but it's not that useful right now. Puppy bee is actually only useful for this. Let me show you. If you have a star treat, which is a treat that gives you a gifted bee, you can get 20% bond from treats. And yeah, you know, that's actually super great, because that means if you need 10 treats to level up your bees, now you will need only 8 because there is a 20% buff, and that's super duper because you means you can get your bees level fast. But that's the only use of the poppy bee, there is nothing else. But yeah, I also recommend doing your mama bear quest at the when you reach the 35 gate. This is the only place where you can finish your mama bear quest, because you need to defeat the coconut crab, and the coconut crabs give you a bunch of coconuts, and coconuts are really used for free fields, and they are literally basically like micro converters, but a little bit differently. But they're also super duper because you can have 500 of them, which means free pollen for like more than 500 million. Yeah, that's a lot. If you have a full stack, that's basically insane. I know. That's why make sure you have a bunch of coconuts and consumables ready for your farming. And also right now there is a deal for Cyber Monday 800, which is a super duper deal that gives you 1 mythic egg. And I know that's actually super duper because now, as you can see over here, it costs 1200 and it's a 400 minus discount, which is super great. And also, if you're buying, don't buy tickets, they are not really that useful for 1700 Robux, is definitely not worth it. And what I will recommend to you for you guys to buy is buy a bear bee. A bear bee is considered the best out of all of the passes, or even a cup buddy. It's better to have a bear bee. Why? Because it can transform you into a bear and granting 2 times pollen, and that's just simply insane. I must say, it's overpowered. So yeah guys, this is basically it. I hope you subscribe so that you never miss any tips just like this one, and I hope you complete your journey of being the best bee swarm simulator, and hopefully one day you're gonna reach the leaderboards and you can say, thanks Taco Blocks, you made my day, the best day in bee swarm simulator. And see you at the next video. Bye bye guys.